10 signs that a man is a womanizer. 1. He calls you the name of another girl. He has slept with so many women. Sometimes his subconscious mind betrays him and he accidentally calls you the name of another girl. Every woman in his life, he handles them casually. And that's why unconsciously he can end up pulling the name of a woman he has been intimate with in the past. 2. He doesn't introduce you publicly. You really don't know his true friends or even his family. He doesn't know who to introduce home. And you are not on his social media platforms. Neither in his FB or Instagram, he doesn't know which girl to put there because he's a player. He's all over. So on Facebook, on Instagram, he appears as though he's a bachelor, even if he's married or he has a girlfriend. Number 3, he flirts all the time and compliments any woman he comes across, especially their looks and their dressing. He will comment about their shoes, their hair, their clothes, their skin color, their lips. I mean, he makes excessive sexy jokes. His sense of humor, his stories, his narratives are sex-oriented because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. That is the stuff stored up in his heart and in his mind. Number 4, he is very touchy. If you introduce him to another woman, he is all over. It's like his feelings are numb because he's so used to touching people. And he stares at women unreasonably. If you go with him in a restaurant for a date and a woman passes by, he will begin to ogle too much. Okay, every man ogles, granted. But this one does it unreasonably. You will realize he's distracted from your date, from your conversation. And his mind gets to this other person because he would rather be in bed rather than be on this date. He feels like being in a restaurant is a waste of time. Number 5, he is obsessed with his physical appearance. Well, it's important for men to groom, but there are some men who cross the line. They go far too much in their facials, in the way they take care of their hair, their clothes. The way they groom is way beyond what would be like normal for a man. He is obsessed, just like a woman. I mean, when a man is extremely obsessed with the physical, there's a problem because men tend to derive their identity from what they do, not how they look. I say it's okay for a man to groom. As a matter of fact, I strongly recommend the same. But our identity doesn't come from our physical per se. Women are not necessarily attracted by our looks. Looks count, but the main thing is what I'm doing. My identity is mainly correlated to what I do. But when a man is extremely obsessed with his appearance, his physical appearance, it's because he derives his identity from his appearance. That is what he sells. That is his selling point. Number 6, he guards his phone like a hawk. In fact, he keeps his cell phone locked so that you don't see the call logs. You don't check even the messages because he doesn't know whether another message may land on his phone when he's in the bathroom. And by the way, if you touch his phone, he goes berserk. It's like you have murdered someone. The one thing that he keeps very close to his chest, it is his phone, because there are no affairs without communication. So he has to ensure nobody else touches that phone. Number 8, he doesn't keep in touch when away. When he leaves you, you are forgotten. You are one of the many women in his life, out of sight, out of mind for the womanizer. But when he comes back, he will talk his way out of anything. He has mastered the art of managing you. He is such a flatterer. Number 8, he is suspicious of you. As a matter of fact, he is suspicious of every woman. He doesn't trust women at all. Why? He has slept with so many, he doesn't know who he can trust. If he's a bachelor, he remains a bachelor for too long because he feels insecure with women. He has messed with so many, he doesn't believe any woman is clean. If he is married, he's always accusing you. For any single conversation you have with a man in your workplace, he is extremely suspicious that every other person is as dirty as he is. A thief thinks everyone else is a thief. An immoral person thinks everyone else is immoral. A corrupt person thinks everyone else is corrupt. Get to know this. There are people who don't steal public money. There are people who don't cheat on their women. There are people who are clean. But because you have been a womanizer, you suspect everyone else does the same monkey tricks. Style up. Number 9, he has a lot of exes. There is this ex and this ex and this ex. You just can't keep track of which ex he's discussing about. And he has too many female friends. He has no real male friend, but many women in his life. When you confront him, he says she's just a friend. Every woman in his life, she's just a friend. Man, why are you getting emotional about it? She's just a friend. No strings attached. Trust me, there are strings attached to each and every woman he is mentioning. They are not just a friend. Number 10, he is a big time liar. He's a big liar. He has to manage his life through lies. Why he couldn't come to your house last night, why you couldn't meet, his phone many times goes off time. He's the only one who runs out of church, conveniently runs out of church, because that is a time he's having some good time with someone. This dude is a serial cheater. He is a big liar. And when you're together, you will notice he's very distant towards you when around other women, because his heart gravitates towards the next woman. He has already finished with you. He has moved on to the next. He's looking for adventure. If you are a light woman, he's looking for a dark-skinned or a chocolate one. If you are a plump woman, he's now looking for a slim woman, an athletic woman. If you are a tall woman, he's now looking for a short woman. He doesn't know what he's looking for. Lust has taken a huge toll in his life. Now, if you're expecting this man to change, if you're single and dating such a man, and you can see the red flags, and you're expecting this man to change, you're cheating yourself. You have no capacity to fix a man's morals. People change when they want to change. You are not an ICU for reforming broken characters. Stop living a lie. In fact, if he marries you, he will get worse. Now, if you're married and wandering dark, what do I do now? I am already married to a womanizer. First, take responsibility. He is your choice. You definitely saw the red flags and you ignored them. Let's first agree on that. This is your choice. This is your lifetime mistake. This is what I would do if I were you. If somebody cheats on me once, that's not my fault. I didn't know his character, or I ignored, because love is blind. If he cheats on me the third, the fourth, the fifth time, that's my fault. I'm stupid. I don't respect myself. I don't value myself. People continue doing what they are doing. People continue misbehaving when they know there are no grave consequences for their actions. When they know they will be called to account. When they know you're going to hold them accountable. When they know you have a clear red line that if you cross this line, I cannot live with you. People reform. But when they know you can walk away with it, man, let me tell you, I go to Africa and sometimes I'm careless on the road, how I drive. I end up driving the way people drive there, with all due respect, my fellow Africans. But I can't do that in the UK. I can't do that in the US. I can't do that in Canada. I know if I cross the red light, I have a ticket. So I will not play games. The same person, some places I follow the rules, and other places I tend to bend the rules. That's the human nature. Any man can behave if they know the woman in my life cannot tolerate those games, cannot tolerate cheating. Well. If you like my video, please share and like it and give me a comment. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring the bell to get notified when I upload new videos. I upload new videos every week. You want to get notified? Please subscribe to access over hundreds and hundreds of videos every week. I love you so much. Cheers!